Hello everybody, how's everyone doing? I'm Mega Kitatas. Alright, for today's topic we're going to talk about how Genshin is now being so-called boycotted by the fanbase, community, or players all over, or not really more all around the world, but mostly the most important part of all that caused them to start need to be very careful is that they're China based. Alright. There will be a few things that we need to discuss into, and that is quite an interesting take about this whole damn thing, because what you guys might not be aware is that Lantern Rite Festival in Genshin Impact has always been representing the Chinese New Year in China, and especially that Mihoyo is actually, despite the Japanese name, is and all the Japanese name based game like Genshin and Honkai are actually from China, a China based company. So the funny thing is, like, it kind of got a lot of people questioning, like, why would they actually, like, despite the Chinese New Year, not giving a better gift. It's like a lot of people saying, like, they have the anniversary that has always been mediocre. Like, people have been bashing them ever since the first anniversary, because the way they give the first year anniversary gift, right, was so damn bad that people either they start making a lot of noise, or review bombing, or even cause a lot of issue that finally that caused Mihoyo to finally give up a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. And what did they get? Well, the thing is, right, initially they only give everyone a 10 pool, in like a free 10 pool for anniversary, and people were very mad about it despite the support. And after that, they will be like, yeah, you know what, we are gonna review bomb you again. And then people just like, oh, okay. And then the developer or the market team in Mihoyo is like, oh, okay, we will give you another 10 pool, now shut up. So the thing is, right, it has caused a lot of people to finally understand that despite the success of Genshin Impact, they have been very so-called cheapo, stingy, or scourge. So the thing is, right, it got a lot of people hating on Genshin for many things. It's like the lack of content got a lot of people playing Genshin to get burnt out, or people hating the game because of the reward is not that so-called nice. And for me, and a lot of people who know me very well, therefore I tend to play Genshin Impact a lot, almost on a daily basis. But do understand the reason why I play Genshin Impact is just for the fun of it, and as well as that I am just only chasing after the lore of the story. I'm not like playing for the sake of whatsoever anymore. I'm not like meditating 24/7 all the way to for Genshin, unless there is a need for completion, which tend to be the one that I tend to go for. The one thing is that Genshin Impact has always been very so-called cheaper with their reward, and this time around, based on the Dexterto, as well as that I was actually looking through, I was actually got the news from Hero Hill when he said Genshin is getting destroyed. Like, the global side of Genshin seems peaceful, while the China side, you get to see their official account on China TikTok drop from 11 million to 8.9 million in a day, meaning to say that it's still dropping even now, and that people are now, like, on the China side, are now criticizing Genshin. It's kind of interesting that it's also actually technically happened on YouTube side, where if you guys go to the video that show the version 4.4 special program, there is some people that actually stating it, especially by this comment: as a gratitude for traveler touring support for 3 years, we are giving 3 more wish. So I'm actually thinking, like, just because we have been supporting Genshin for 3 years, so 1 year represent 1 wish, so they are giving us only 3 more wish. And the thing is, right, this 3 more wish is the one that caused the whole situation where people are very offended, like, because in Genshin Impact, right, 3 wish represent nothing actually, you know. Like, the gacha in Genshin Impact is so damn bad, and I actually did a video long ago. I actually did a video long ago explaining how bad Genshin gacha system work. I'm not sure whether I still can find the video out or not, but if I manage to find it out, I'll put up as in the video description below, so you guys can check out how bad it is. But on the other hand, right, when you look at the overhaul of the game success as this thing, you can't really criticize them that much, because it's a very nice game to play, and the lore, story, everything is there. But the reward system has always been an issue, especially on the yearly anniversary as well as Lantern Rite festival. So this time around, they are based on the reward. As you guys can see, they are giving a free 4-star character. Free 4-star character in game doesn't really represent that much difference, but they are giving 10 wish with additional to 3 more wish, which means that you only got like very mediocre chance of getting a 5-star. The issue with this is that why people are now finally making noise is that other games are actually more general. That games like Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact CN, these two games has been very general with their player base, as well as that because Honkai Star Rail is in many people's eyes a better Genshin game, and due to that a lot of people are actually starting to make noise about it. That got a lot of people saying like, oh, the player will reach a tipping point and they will be they are considered heartbroken, and despite the support for it, it's like a lot of people start realizing that the Honkai Impact and Honkai Star Rail have been very general with their gift, but Genshin Impact is not. So what was the final tilting point? Well, the thing is, right, in simple terms, in Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact CN, more towards Honkai Star Rail, because Honkai Impact CN doesn't have that much of the fan base despite being part of the Mihoyo developer games. The thing is, right, Honkai Star Rail is actually one of the more popular game after Genshin, and it actually won a reward last year. Now here is the issue with the game reward, as you guys need to be very careful about, is that for the game reward, for when Genshin was first announced as the winner, the only thing they gave was only free Primogem. Free Primogem that allow you to do up to a total, I believe it was up to 10 pool only. That means that you do not get a 5-star character, the most powerful character in the game. But in Genshin Impact, that is the most they gave, which is the reason why a lot of global around the world are actually like, at the time was like, just F this, we are not going to care about Genshin Impact anymore, but we are just going to play for the story or whatever, or maybe some people just straight out leave the game. They just kind of boycott quietly. But for Honkai Star Rail that finally reached, that actually tipped that tipping point of the scale, is that in last year game reward of Honkai Star Rail won it. Honkai Star Rail won it, okay? So when Honkai Star Rail won it, what they give was that they give a limited character, limited 5-star character called Total Ratio in Honkai Star Rail, and that got a lot of people got shocked, got surprised, got very grateful for being supportive of the game. Is that it like that game, despite under the same developer gaming company, is that it's much more general in Honkai Star Rail than compared to Genshin Impact. So when Genshin Impact saw the news about Honkai Star Rail player get a free 5-star, every Genshin Impact at the time was like, all the player fan base, everyone was like, where's the 5-star? And the one thing is, right, I actually talked about it long ago during my live stream, is that we got a 5-star, and that is Alloy, a free 5-star character that is because of the collaboration with Sony PlayStation. So the 5-star that is considered the weakest character in the game, as well as the unupgradable constellation 5-star character of all, is that this character has always been like one of the worst character in Genshin Impact. That I try building it, try putting it a niche, a team itself, and even though it works, it's not as good as you might think. So it's like, again, I always, when people ask me about Aloy, how do I build him, it's a very specific build. It's a very low bad, but it's really specific build. So even till now, you may say I have living with Cozium, but it's just that the news for building Aloy in Genshin Impact is really worse. But for Honkai Star Rail, when you get the free limited 5-star character Total Ratio, you get to upgrade him in future banner if you do get his character. Like he still can be upgraded to edition 6, like constellation in Genshin Impact. He still can be upgraded, and that he is one of the best damage dealer in the game so far. He's a DPS character, in case you guys don't need to know, meaning to say he's a damage per second character. So it's really interesting that Mihoyo kind of like finally shooting themselves in the foot with with Genshin Impact now that a lot of people are now making noise, and that apparently based on report there is cases that when the strike happened, right, Mihoyo or the company behind Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, all this game, is that they are now buying bot account. Apparently, they are buying bot account to kind of cover up the base that they are losing a lot of players or fan base, and because of this, right, it got a lot of people questioning, like like a lot of people saying like, oh, the global is not making noise, the China is making noise, and it's not the first time China had made a huge noise over a character, and it always been there. The one that got the most information, in case you guys are not aware, is that the buff that Zhongli get. The buff of Zhongli got actually was that he was a very, very not so great character, and he was intended to be that way because later character made him even more stronger. But because he got buffed in, like, when China community start making noise about it, when they were making noise about it, they Mihoyo finally buffed a character so great that right now he's considered one of the best character. And the only way they could nerf Zhongli was to make some enemy specifically to target Zhongli. In case you guys are not aware, just look at Inazuma. When the introduction of corruption, the one where you lose HP despite being sealed up, yeah, that was actually the nerf for Genshin Impact. So if you guys are not aware, go and check it out. I'm actually amazed that no one is talking about it at all. So overall, Mihoyo is now currently facing an issue where they are not giving enough reward to all the Genshin players, and that in their video, like, there's quite a lot of other people talking about it, about the losing of making millions reward, because the way they kind of like talk about the free gift, the way they saying like they hope that we are being generous, we used to be grateful for us, and because of the way they put it out, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And it's kind of interesting in a way, is that like it had been ongoing issue that Genshin is the stingy Mihoyo game of all the game that it got released. Compared to Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Impact, it is considered the most stingy game in terms of the, everything. But you guys may need to understand one thing, is that despite under the same company, it is done by a different developer team and a different marketing team. And in a way, I am believing that the marketing side of Genshin Impact is the most stingy one I ever see in my life. And it's really we can't really fault them for it, because they are trying to make the most profit of a game, and it never turned out well. Look at one of the topics that I talked about previously, Netzel or Ubisoft for trying to be stingy, or maybe trying to make profit. I had talked more on that detail, so you guys can check that in all the video in the link description below, so you can check it out. But one thing I'm actually very, very amazed is that a lot of people start making noise, and when the Chinese community start making noise, Mihoyo will tend to relax a little bit. They will give a little bit of challenge or this thing. To what extent, I do not know. That I mean, like, even one based on Dexterto, like they saying like Genshin Impact losing millions over. But the one thing is that despite that, right, that a lot of people are now finally making a noise, right, because they simply give a few free this that have been the way they trying to give thanks and be grateful for the support of that player has shown, is technically feel very disrespectful, because technically it's like, oh, thank you for making us $1 million, now here's a candy for you, which is the reason why I say it's very stingy. But the one thing that got a lot of, yes, over here, Dexterto also stated that it is quite unlikely that Hoyoverse will give a free 5-star card, 5-star to its players, but they might add in additional reward. The first anniversary had happened back then. It had happened back then, and they give the same treatment to all the players, and I'm find it unlikely myself. I find it very unlikely that Mihoyo you will give a 5-star. They will probably give you another 10 more pool. So you only get 10 pool, and with 3 additional pool, maybe okay, we give you 10 more P, and then you get 23 pool. Very happy? Yes. Nah. So I'm not sure how all the player base will indicate how mad or how grateful they should be for Mihoyo, but I feel like personally to me Mihoyo should really be careful with this time around, because Chinese New Year is really one of the biggest event in China, and all the Chinese all around the world. China, not really all, maybe like 99%. If there's 1% of China people who doesn't like Chinese New Year, yeah, maybe understandable. But the thing is, right, Chinese New Year has always been one of the year where tend to be one of the festive period that can last up to a month, as well as that giving freebie or giving being general in a way is to technically being like be grateful in a way. So the thing is, right, when this kind of like rub a lot of people the wrong way, the way that Mihoyo is actually putting up that as a in their video, it does justify the anger and dissatisfaction that people are facing. And considering that, again, I mentioned, when you got other game that is being general, yeah, it can get a lot of people to be questioning like, why is Mihoyo being stingy with Genshin Impact but not other games? So overall, I feel like personally to me, I think that Mihoyo, like I really wish they give us a 5-star. Not really the 5-star character of the Pacific banner if they don't want to, but at least the 5-star character of the standard banner. I believe a lot of people been hoping for at least the standard banner character at the very least. But considering that Mihoyo has always been doing this way for 3 years already, I find it very hard to believe that they will change. We have to see how it goes. We have to see. Normally I would give a wait and see how it goes, but considering that Mihoyo always have been very vocal about the way they show support, the action they show tend to be otherwise, and we have to see will they add in more reward, or will it be just the same issue? Because I personally feel like there is like a high chance of them giving 10 more free pool as compared to giving a 5-star, unless they decide to okay we just change our mind, we give you a free 5-star. I'm not sure how they will change, but we'll see how it goes. But the chance of giving a free pool is deemed the likeliest at the time of this moment. So we'll but if they do give the 5-star, I feel like that will be the moment where everyone will be like, maybe people might return. They might get a huge player boost instead, but who knows? I mean, like, personally to me, I feel like the chance of giving another 10 more pool would be the most likeliness based on how I look at it. But anyway, that will do for now. I know I want to criticize them a lot more, but I feel like there is still not information, not enough information, and this is just based on some report and quite a lot of speculation, so, and allegation too. So we have to see how it goes. But again, my take is basically that they kind of blew it out with 4.4, and it was already like, I watched some of it, but I skipped through quite a lot, especially on the reward side, because it's always been one of the disappointing thing ever since it got released. So yep. Anyway, if you guys are actually a huge fan of Genshin Impact, or maybe if you are just a passerby and just want to understand like what is happening behind Genshin Impact, all this thing, right? Yeah, write your thought or maybe your own take in regards to the whole situation that Genshin is losing a lot of player base. Like, write in the comment below, we can discuss it further. Or if not, if you do like this video and want to chat with me or whatsoever, just like and subscribe, and understand that all the random chat I do is never follow a single trend. But with that being said, hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.